The area you see behind you is what we call our backup house. This is where we prepare our chicken. Our chicken is prepared fresh, regularly throughout the day. Obviously using our secret recipes. And I'm going to briefly take you into this room on the left, because there's something in here I know you'd like to see. This is what we call a dry storage area. So all the products that we store in here are at ambient temperature. These essentially are products that don't need to be refrigerated. This is the secret recipe. Okay, you can look at it, but you can't take it, right? Because I know the 11 herbs and spices developed by Colonel Sanders some 70 years ago. Every single food product in KFC, every single restaurant has a date label on it that says when the product arrived, when it must be used by. We're fastidious about this. You'll even see, I'll just grab an example, when they portion the salt for making pap, when we make pap fresh using Ace maize, even that little bag of salt, which has been put together to make pap at some point, has a shelf life. In this case, it's 30 days. So there's an incredible attention to detail to make sure we only sell the top quality food to our customers. What we also have in here is 2 bins which store our damages. Okay, this is the waste chicken that we are not selling. These are the exact bins that were on the video. The cooked waste will be chicken that we have prepared to sell to customers. And of course, when we prepare our food, we work very hard to make sure we cook enough for all the customers that come in and not too much. But occasionally we'll have chicken which we didn't sell at the point at which that live chicken ends. So the only reason it's supposed to be separate is he can get credits from the supplier for the raw damages. And as I said, the cooks in this particular case had mixed the 2 products up, and a minor issue and not an issue to the consumer, and they were wanted to make sure that management wouldn't see that. So I'm going to just get a bag so you can see it clearly. This is cooked waste. Okay, they store for a week, right? There's about 3 days worth in that bin, which equates to about 4 of these bags. So it's not a huge amount of food that we waste, okay? But this is cooked waste. You can probably just about see inside here there are some strips, some chicken on the bone, some zinger wings, and some mixture of items which we didn't sell because they reached their expiry. And that's what we call our cooked waste or cooked damages. So this is chicken that has not been prepared, okay? So as we'll see in one moment when I take you to the cook area, the cook should inspect every piece of chicken before we prepare it. Now I should point out, our chicken comes from reputable South African suppliers. The vast majority is from Rainbow. And Rainbow are responsible for cleaning and preparing our chicken. It should come in perfect. So our process of double checking the chicken is a safeguard for the small number of pieces that might come through. You heard Simon talk about, at the moment, he's seeing about 60 pieces of raw chicken a week come through his business, which are substandard. He is saving those, and they are being returned to the supplier. So there's chicken being breaded here. So the process you can see is that now it's already been done, but what they would normally do is when the chicken comes out of the bag, they inspect each piece individually, put the chicken into the flour where it contains our secret recipe, and then they go through the process of breading the chicken 1 piece at a time. If there is a piece of chicken which is substandard, prior to putting it into the flour, that piece should be identified and it should be discarded. What had happened in this case is the team members had opened the chicken and put it into the flour without inspecting every piece thoroughly. While breading, and you can see now the chicken's being handled and breaded, at this point in the process, some pieces were identified that were not perfect pieces, and they were wasted. Because those pieces had breading on, that's what team members were concerned that they had not followed the procedure. If they washed that breading off, then nobody would know the procedure had not been followed. The reality of what happened for us was that our consumers were never in danger. The reality of what happened to us is our cooks were actually taking time to ensure that team members, customers only got perfect product.